Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Space Alert. This is, I think, my 5th video in the recent revival series. I do love this game. But I'm too much of a coward to play yellow and red. I've done it before. I've won it. But like in solo, it's so much work. I love playing yellow and red with a team, but I just like my cozy yellow threats, so I'm going to deal out another one here. Same settings as before. And we must be on base CD 8 here for the soundtrack. Well, let's get going.
Alert. Enemy activity detected.
Okay, we have a B to upper red and an A to lower blue. Let's draw 3.
Line T+3. Internal threat. Repeat.
Internal threat on 3, so nothing before that.
Internal threat.
3. It's a slime in lower blue. Okay, that's gonna... early slimes are such a pain. 3, 4, it spreads on 5. I mean, it's literally impossible to get there in time.
Communication system.
Alright, let's send yellow.
Communications restored.
So he's got BattleBot. Oops, that's not right. Let's see, do it like this. You get the BattleBots and go downstairs, that's all very well and good. But the slime will be there when you arrive, which delays you. So you have to, you can't do anything on 4. 5 and 6, 3, 4, 5, 6 is enough to take out the slime. But by then it will have spread to here.
Zone blue. Repeat.
Serious threat, blue, plasmatic frigate.
Zone blue.
Okay, annoying that that's happening in the blue zone where there's a damn slime.
Communication system down.
6, 7, 8. Does someone go to lower red? Oh! No, teleporting to lower blue doesn't help. Right. Because you need the BattleBots when you get there. So what if someone went here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they could get the slime real quick, I guess. So, okay. I hate this slime. There. Slime dealt with. Yuck. And I sent red here to here.
1 minute.
I'm busy, bro! Relax! Okay, blue also...
Incoming data. Repeat. Incoming data.
This arrives on 4. Let's launch a rocket on 4, I guess.
Incoming data. Repeat. Incoming data.
And then green... Are we going to miss the computer, too? If green moves blue...
First phase ends in 20 seconds.
Presses B. We'll move an energy into the shields, which gets taken by the frigate.
First phase ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First phase.
I think I can handle this. It's just this rocket is going to be kind of wasted, actually.
Time T+5. Serious threat. Zone white. Repeat. Time
Mother swarm in the white zone on 5. Okay.
Zone white.
4, 5. So we've hit this guy with a rocket and a small laser, but not a big one yet. I don't think I want to take the hit of missing the computer. So we're just going to have to go slower on the frigate.
Communication system down. Communications restored.
So get the computer. No. Move red and get the computer. I should have done heroic B. When did 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is our last chance to shoot it. Okay.
Data transfer. Repeat.
We can do 7
transfer
then.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Data
Yeah, I
transfer
guess.
complete.
And we launch another rocket on 6. I need more cards. Let's take 20.
T plus 7. Serious threat. Zone red. Repeat. Time. T
That's our
plus
last
7.
threat. I am really
Serious
not
threat.
doing very well.
Zone red.
Okay, when does this thing show up? 5. Green's over here. We took this energy. I think this guy's dead.
Data transfer. Repeat. Data transfer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5, 6, 7,
Data transfer complete.
8, 9. Okay, so that's gonna hurt if we don't do something about it. Let's refill the reactor, I guess. So 5, 6, at the end of 7. No, let's not. Where's yellow? Okay, here. This slime really screwed me. Oh, I missed. I've really screwed this up. I forgot what the slime does. I should have read the card.
In 1 minute.
Okay. So we don't actually need to fight a slime. Yellow can go,
Report.
red can go deal with this. Slime isn't even there.
Zone blue. Repeat. Unconfirmed report. Time T plus 8. Threat. Zone blue.
So just do this. That takes care of the Mother Swarm before we take damage from it, I think. Although we lose the shield. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, that's taken care of.
Second phase ends in 20.
Can someone get this goddamn phasing frigate? Anyone to the red zone? Who has a teleport there? You. Great. Get over there.
Second phase ends in 5, 4,
Yellow,
3,
move red.
2, 1. Second
Okay.
phase has ended. Begin third
Okay, this
phase.
is gone. So this guy attacks at the end of 8, but only for 1. That takes out a shield, so we're doing okay there. I didn't move blue. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Red can get the computer.
Communications restored.
I mean, worst case, we can shield up against this guy, I guess. Can we launch some kind of attack on 9, please? Would that be okay with everyone? Rocket on 8 from blue, I guess? No, we don't have any rockets. The slime ate 1 and we launched 2 more. Okay.
Data transfer. Repeat. Data transfer.
Yellow, keep
in
moving.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Data transfer complete.
Okay. We can't get a great attack in, but we can at least do something.
Operation ends in
No,
1
I'm busy.
minute.
Okay, if I just shield... Yeah, okay, we're shielding up, I guess. So actually, yellow, take it slow. Refill the main reactor
Communication system down.
on your way in. Actually, where was...
Communications restored.
Let's go the slow way. And that way we can afford more
In 20
shields.
seconds.
And I think we'll be okay. Let's grab energy from red.
Operation ends in 5, 4, 3,
here.
2,
and then shield up again here. What a
Mission
fucking
complete.
disaster.
jumping to ID.
Okay, I mean, it might be okay. So it's been so long since I played against a slime, I forgot. I got their X and their Y actions mixed up. I was thinking that the slime was going to get to its X before I could defeat it, and therefore there would be a mini slime here that we would need to send red to deal with. But that's not the case. It just means it eats a rocket. I don't know. I'll see how this goes. Ugh. Really got overloaded there with, like, dealing with stuff that wasn't even happening on the ship. New threats on 1. There wasn't anything till 3. Actions 1. Blue goes downstairs. Red moves red. Yellow moves blue. Green gets the computer. Damage, no. There aren't any threats. New threats on 2, still none, right? Just double checking? Yeah. Actions 2. Blue moves blue. Red goes downstairs. Big hurry to get those BattleBots you never use, you idiot. Yellow gets the BattleBots that they will be using. And green moves blue. Damage, no. Threats, no. Computer, yes. New threats on 3. Our internal threat. The slime. Let's delete this token. In lower blue. Actions 3. Blue does nothing. Red gets the other set of BattleBots. Yellow moves downstairs and is delayed entering a room with a slime. This means they can't do anything on 4, but they weren't doing anything on 4, so nothing particular happens from the slime delay. And green presses B, shielding up against the frigate. Damage. We're still not shooting. Threats move. Slime moves 2. Threats 4. There's something out there. Yeah, plasmatic. Frigate. You know, if Blue was only going to synchronize with himself anyway, he could have launched the rocket on 3 and the laser on 4. I thought green would be shooting, but then it turned out to be, for some reason, I couldn't. I don't know why not. I wanted him to go back. Oh, man. Okay, anyway. Actions 4. Blue fired a rocket. I love this game. Red moves blue, preempting the slime incorrectly. Yellow is bogged down in slime. Green moves back to the red zone. Damage. We still have not fired a shot. Threats move. And rockets. Slime moves 2. It destroys 1 rocket. The plasmatic frigate moves 2 and takes no action. Threats on 5. There's one here as well. The Mother Swarm. Actions 5. Blue fires the laser, syncing up with his rocket brilliantly. Red realizes there is no need for this whole BattleBot shenanigan and goes upstairs. Green gets the computer. Damage. Oh, man. Well, the rocket targets the plasmatic frigate. It's in range, and the closest of in-range threats. Plus, this laser targets it. Rating for 5, it takes 3. Threats move. Slime moves 2, takes no action. Plasmatic frigate moves 2. attacks 2. And if the shields don't absorb any damage, plasmatic threats knock out everyone in that zone. In this case, the shields do absorb some damage. Indeed, they absorb all of it. Then the Mother Swarm moves. Did I get the computer? You bet. At great expense. It might have been better to just like tank the computer problem so that I could kill the frigate a little more quickly. Maybe not. Anyway, new threats on 6. There aren't any. Threat actions 6. Blue takes his final action of the mission and launches a rocket. Oh, man. Red fires the laser. Yellow is fine. Oh, no, God. The slime is spreading. Oh, man. Okay. All right. So we've done 1 damage to the slime. Yeah, great. It just wasn't spreading yet. Okay. Is that really the fastest we could do this? Sorry, what turn is this? Am I crazy? 6. Oh, I forgot to have yellow attack the slime last turn somehow. I didn't do his turn 5 action. Did I do anyone's turn 5 action? I must have. Yeah, we shot at the frigate. Red is back upstairs. Yeah, I just didn't do yellow's second attack for some reason. Or his first attack. His second attack now defeats the slime. Okay. Great. And we're up to date on green as well. Yeah, okay. And then green moves back to the blue zone. Damage. We shot the Mother Swarm for 5. It takes only 2 due to its special text. Threats and rockets move. The slime is dead. The rocket moves. The frigate moves 2 and does nothing. Mother Swarm moves 2 and does nothing. New threats on 7. There is one. It's a plasmatic... Nope, a phasing frigate. Actions 7. Blue has checked out. He's gone home. Red presses A, firing the white laser. Yellow... I'm gonna fucking kill you. No. I'm good. I'm good. I was looking at 8 for some reason. Yellow moves red. Great. And green presses A. Damage. What is the rocket targeting? The rocket targets the plasmatic frigate for 3. There's 4 more here. That's 7. It takes 5 more, which is 8. 1 more than its total health. It is therefore finally defeated. Additionally, the Mother Swarm is shot for 5 and takes 2 again. Threats move. No rockets, no internal threats. This moves 2, attacks 1, taking out the white zone shields. These shields are getting a workout. Hang on. The phasing frigate moves 2 and phases out. New threats 8. There aren't any. Blue is gone. Red presses A 3rd time. Yellow, ever so thoughtfully, presses B, filling the main reactor. And green starts the long trek to the red zone. Damage. 2 more to the Mother Swarm. It is destroyed. That's all the damage. Threats move. There's just the phasing frigate who phases in. Crossing X while phased out is an attack for 1. There goes the shield. Our shields are getting a workout. I think I said that already, but it's still true. Actions 9. Blue is still gone. Red is getting the computer. Nope, don't compute damage. Just move on to yellow. Yellow moves red. Green moves red. Damage. There is none. Threats move. Moves 2, phases out. Did we get the computer? Yes. Actions 10. Blue is gone. Red is done. Yellow's waiting. Blue, our hero of the day, charges the shields heroically, producing 1 extra energy out of thin air, even if this exceeds the capacity. Compute damage. We decided not to shoot at this. Threats move. It phases in, moves 2, and does the secondary Y action of attacking 2. There go the shields again. Actions 11. Red. Oh, it would have been better to swap these two, wouldn't it? Red and blue are doing nothing. Yellow fills this reactor. Hello? Back up. And green fills the shield back up for 1. But you can see we would have 2 more shield. Well, no, 1 more. I'd have 3 shield here instead of 2. If I had ordered this better. Oh well. I also pressing another. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Compute damage. We've given up hope. Threats move. Moves 2, phases out. Actions 12. Nobody did anything. No damage. Threats move. Moves. Phases in. Moves 2. Damage. No. Threats move. It attacks 4. We lose 2 shields. And take, in the end, a modest 2 damage for that disaster of a mission. The ship jumps to hyperspace, and you escape. If I'd reread the slime card, or just thought a little bit more closely about what it does, I wouldn't have had red spend 5 actions at the beginning of the mission doing nothing, and I would have been a little bit more prepared to handle the other threats in a timely manner. It would have been easy to blow the frigate out of the sky before it did any damage to us. We could have someone sitting here waiting for the mother swarm and just gun it down immediately. And I wouldn't have been in such a panic about how to deal with this frigate. I just didn't have any players left. I mean, I did, but I didn't have time to figure out what to do with them, I guess. I came up with a reasonable solution, right? Shielding up when you can't destroy okay, so generally speaking, you obviously would much prefer to defeat threats rather than just defend against them, because it costs a lot less energy and time. They do a ton of damage to you if you just let them do whatever they want. But sometimes, you can't do it. And rather than waste energy trying to kill it, sometimes you just suck it up and say, you know what? We're letting this guy bounce off the shields. And fortunately, this threat was it was situated such that its phasing attacks were the weaker half rather than the stronger half. So it was not too bad to just shrug him off. The slime was obviously the big blunder of today's mission. So the idea is when it gets to its Y, it makes another slime in lower white. And that slime only has 1 HP. So you can clean it up, but each slime causes a delay when someone walks there, and each slime does 2 damage on Z. So I didn't want to just have there be a slime here forever. It would have caused problems. So I dispatched Red to go deal with it and only realized later that, well, actually, I didn't need to do anything. I mean, this mission could have been worse. But it is kind of a good example of how, A, you should read the cards. don't know them perfectly, which I kind of feel like I do, but sometimes I don't. But also how the effect of inefficiency amplifies over the course of a mission, right? The slime took forever to deal with, which, whatever. It's a bummer that one normal threat, not even a serious threat, took one of my crew members 6 turns, focused exclusively on that threat to deal with. And that's quite bad for a single threat. But even at that, you have 48 total actions. If every threat took a single crew member 6 actions, but had no adverse effects, you'd be fine. Right? You could deal with 8 points worth of threats instead of 7. So, this is a sucky way to deal with the slime, but it was fine. The real issue, well, obviously was not knowing what the card does, but, what I want to draw attention to is that the fact that I made some mistakes in the early planning meant that I couldn't kill the plasmatic frigate before it started shooting at us, and that caused all kinds of delays. We needed to invest time in shielding and then in attacking it, and that meant the fact that we were attacking it later meant we weren't free to deal with the other threats as early, and so they started attacking. And that meant we needed more effort spent on shielding against them, and it just snowballs. So, Space Alert, every mission is kind of a house of cards. Where if something starts to go wrong, the whole thing kind of collapses. In this case, I managed, but it felt very hectic considering that the threats didn't even really do anything to me. This guy, if I had literally left the red zone completely alone, we wouldn't have blown up. This threat was going to do 1 + 2 + 4 is 7. That's enough to take out the shield and deal all 6 damage to the red zone, but not the 7th lethal damage. Or the 7th post-shield, the 8th total lethal damage. So, there was never any real risk over here as long as we didn't let the Mother Swarm get to its Y. And, I guess... The only thing we really had to do was take out the Mother Swarm before it got to its Y. And also prevent 1 point of damage from the plasmatic thing. Because otherwise it was going to do 5 and the slime would do 2, killing us. So this was actually a very friendly mission. You almost can't lose. You just have to press A 3 times against the Mother Swarm and do something. Literally anything. Shield up or kill it against the plasmatic. Anyway, whatever. So this was an easy mission, and I survived, but not through skillful play, I guess. I don't know. Why am I having such a down on myself post-mortem? Good question. I recognized the mistakes I was making and acted to try to address them post-hoc. So you can't be too mad with that, can you? Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.